Hello and welcome to this LIV Tablet tutorial for Dungeons of Eternity. To get to this LIV Tablet, which by the way is a new feature in this latest PCVR Mythic Promotion update, open up your left-hand menu button. I guess it does depend on people's settings and what VR devices they have to open their in-game menu, but do that opening of the in-game menu and should default you to game, but you're going to go all the way over here to other, and down at the bottom you can see experimental live. Before we open that, there's also this setting which you want to enable this only if the video recording does not include other players' voices. In this case it is not, because I am here alone at the moment, so I'm going to enable that and click on this experimental live. Then that pops open the tablet over there. I can close out of my menu. It just pops into your inventory if it's down on the ground. I could have grabbed it and it just would have come to me, but I'm going to go ahead and open up my inventory here, and you see the LIV tablet. I can grab that, and right now, because I'm crouched, it's just like a little awkward, but if I was standing up, I wouldn't have to hold it this high or make it so weird vertical or whatever. But I can actually change the orientation here, and I'll get into basically all the features here, starting with this selfie mode. This is the default when you open it up. It is pretty self-explanatory. It's a selfie mode, kind of like you use your phone camera in real life. This is just a tablet version of that. And you can see down at the bottom, there's a bunch of features, same with the right, and inside of the little display that you have here too. So you can change your view, whether you want it forwards or backwards. Obviously with the selfie, usually at yourself. But if you want to use this, that can get pictures without your hands in it, essentially. You can put your hand in it, but you don't have to. So yeah, you can take pictures like this. So this is basically phone mode, even though it says selfie mode, it's more of a phone, or just, I guess, a camera that can flip. And so we'll flip it back to selfie mode here with Nova in here with me. And if you want to take a screenshot, or not a screenshot, but a selfie, go ahead and click on this button right here, and it'll give you the cheese and take the photo after the flash or during the flash, and then it tells you where it goes to in your, in this case, I'm on the quest, it goes into my quest gallery, which to get to it, you just go into your, open up your menu, and then you go to library, and then you go to gallery. But for other people, PCVR players, PCVR, I believe it goes into your default, your videos folder, in a folder called Dungeons of Eternity. But yeah, you might have to search for that a little bit, depending on what device you have and what settings you have. Then we have, yeah, a couple features at the bottom and the sides. I'll do the side first. You got FOV, so in this case I would like a wide FOV because it wasn't showing me very well without the wide FOV. So I'm on max here. I could turn it down a little bit just to get Nova in here just with me. So that's probably a pretty good one there. And oh wait, no, change it to the regular mode here. And yeah, no, I guess it is good in portrait mode in this case. But then smoothing, you can turn that on. This is only for the video. It doesn't matter for pictures. So if you want the video in here to be smooth, then when you move it around, it kind of has a delay to it. In that, yeah, you move it one way, takes a little bit to move, but it smooths it out so it's not so jittery and jerky when you're like flailing around the camera or flailing around your head when you're recording in first person. Roll lock, this can be quite nice when you're rolling it and you want it to just stay in one position. You don't want it to go upside down, which it will go upside down if you let it. But yeah, so there's that. You can roll all the way, and we've got, yeah, the microphone. So again, not something that really matters for selfies, but in the case of recording your first person, third person, or second person, you've got this microphone here that you can turn off or turn on. I think it defaults to on, so if you don't want it, click on that. And we've also got the, yeah, orientation change, which I already kind of went over that. If you want the horizontal, you click. Vertical, you click. Then you've got HD, which, oh, by the way, the orientation, you could also do this, just hold it sideways to get a different orientation, but it doesn't really work super well, especially if you have roll lock enabled. If you turn off roll lock, it does kind of work, but you might as well do this. This is probably easier if you want that vertical selfie. And let's see, what else do we got? I'm going to keep that enabled there. We've got HD, which you can change between standard definition and high definition. I think this might be 720p and this is 1080p, so I do recommend HD. There's not too much of a reason to go SD unless you're trying to save space on whatever device you're recording it on. Then we've got the flash here, which this can be used outside of the selfie camera, but it's default for the selfie camera, or for taking pictures at least. And yeah, it just gives you a little light. So wherever you have it, you got that little light. That's pretty cool. I can turn that off and then go to names. So that's not going to really change anything, but it makes it so that selfies are enabled or not. So if you're taking pictures with other people and you don't want their names in it, just like you don't have a name over yourself, that can be a feature that you might want to use. Then there is the recording feature right here, which that obviously does what it says. It starts recording. I'll show here real quick what happens when you record. So it starts the recording, starts counting down. Right now I'm recording in 2 spaces, so it might get laggy for me because recording on my headset and recording in LIV. But yeah, it is very nice to be able to see how long your video has been going on. And if you put that away, put the tablet away in your pouch and then take it back out, it'll still be counting up how much time you've been doing it. And you can still like change perspectives, change the FOV while you're recording. You can use basically all of these tools, if not maybe all of the tools while you're recording. So that is very handy as well. I'll go ahead and turn that off, and it saves, and it tells you where it saves again, which same as the selfie, it's the same place, gallery in this case. I'm gonna go to first person, show that off a little bit so you can see now we're endlessly mirroring out this tablet, and so this is kind of like the tablet matrix here, but essentially you still have the feature to turn the microphone on and off. You've got the orientation that you can change in first person, and you still have things like the FOV that you can change, the smoothing that you can change, HD versus SD, that is quite convenient as well. Same with roll lock that you can enable or disable. So all those things, pretty cool stuff. You got third person here, which, in that case, that's not very nice. Right now I'm sitting down, so it's like a bit of an awkward angle, but here, I can zoom out of my FOV. Oh, I guess because we're in a small space, it doesn't really zoom out too much, and because I am not stood up, but oh no, that's the FOV. Sorry, I was thinking distance. So distance, I can still be crouched as like a little shield crab guy, but yeah, if you turn up the distance all the way, then you can just see all the way around you, and it changes as you go in per se to this little area. It'll change the distance depending how much space you have around you. So that is very nice, very convenient, and very cool. I think this causes more lag when you have the distance maxed out and you're like in a big fight. So I probably don't remember or recommend using that for fighting per se. But if you do want to use like a closer FOV, that's probably pretty good. You can also smooth this out if you don't want it to be as jerky, same as the other options that you had over there, and still you can do this third person versus first person, or sorry, horizontal versus vertical display, so that can be quite nice as well. But yeah, that is just about it for the features that we've got here, and yeah, I hope that a ton of people take advantage of this because it is a freaking amazing feature. And for basically all creators, this is the way to do it. At the moment, there's no streaming capability with this, so you do have to record videos, but I believe LIV is working on a streaming feature so that you can just basically get this vision, this recording that you're doing, and just have that on a computer that you can stream, or something else. You might even be able to stream directly from your headset, which would be awesome if you don't need a computer to hook it up with. But yeah, this is what we've got at the moment, enjoy it, and let me know if you have any questions. We'll definitely answer those as they come, and yeah, enjoy.